Yo, what is going on, guys? So, let's talk about Battlegrounds. So, recently we had Battlegrounds, and this beta was a short one, only 2 weeks. So, the first week was no meta, 0 nodes. Now, that was horrible, and it basically felt like Arena. Did not like it at all. And then the second week, we had a strange meta. This one made some champions just ridiculous, like Null. Dude, Null was insane for this meta. I fought him a couple times. I got rocked a couple times. I destroyed him a couple times. My best one was with my Doom. Did 40 seconds, came out 100% health. I didn't get touched. I played it perfectly, and I still lost. That one pissed me off, man. After that, I put my 5-star Null in my deck, and me and this guy were both fighting Null. He was fighting my 5-star. I was fighting like his rank 3 or rank 4. And I was just using Hyperion. I was just taking my time. Timed out. Took off a lot. The other guy died. Just my 5-star. I was just like, damn, dude. Like, Null is insane. Like, that meta was a wild one. Didn't love it. Didn't love it. I think if I spent more time with it, I think I would have liked it more. The problem is I was camping for the bulk of it. For the bulk of this beta. I was gone for a whole week. This beta was only 2 weeks. So that's at least half of it. And I was really busy before and coming back too, so I really didn't get to play very much. So not being very familiar with the meta, obviously why I probably lost a lot. But yeah, I managed to win a couple of matches the night before it ended. I got to about, it was like 333, 608 rating. Like, alright, I feel pretty good with this. I think I'm just going to stop now. I was just trying to get the top 1,000 rewards for this beta, so I get my next rank 4. And, yeah, then I woke up to today, 10:30. I took this picture at 10:34 a.m., and Battlegrounds ended at 11 a.m. my time. So I logged in and checked. I'm like, oh, okay, 360? We're good. So top 1,000 rewards have been secured, which is nice. And, yeah, but now we got a post talking about Battlegrounds, when it's going to be coming back, and everything like that. So let's go ahead and open up the forums, and we'll talk about some more feedback with Battlegrounds in a bit, but let's just talk about this post first. So, KT1 actually made this post, so shout out to him. Battlegrounds ended, only I question when are they coming back again? Great question. As the title says, can we please get some hints or timelines as to when the next BG beta is taking place, or perhaps they're coming live permanently? We all have our own personal favorite parts of the game, but for me, Battlegrounds represents about 80% of my excitement and enjoyment of the game. Without them, game feels somehow hollow. Fully understand that not everyone feels the same way, but nonetheless, can we get some update on the Battlegrounds schedule? And I definitely agree with KT. I wouldn't say 80% of my excitement from the game is Battlegrounds. I'd say like 69%. So still an overwhelming majority, but I do care about a lot of other parts of the game too, and they still excite me. So, yeah, and we had a response here from Kabam Jax. This dude is a legend. I really like Kabam Jax. He seems like a really good guy, and not afraid to say when him or Kabam mess up, which he did take responsibility for with the Mole Man debacle. So Kabam Jax, haven't spoken to him a ton myself in the CCP beta yet, but he seems like a really good guy. I'm really glad we have him in the community. So he says, hey there, summoners. Glad we're enjoying the Battlegrounds game mode. The last few times it's been available to players has been in beta form. It goes offline after each beta because it needs substantial work and adjustments, much more than Alliance War or Alliance Quest updates. The current timeline for BG's return is early this fall as a final game mode with many additions and fixes. So man, this was just absolutely music to my ears when I read this. Or, I mean, I guess my ears didn't hear it because I was reading it. So music to my brain, man. Either way, just so excited for this. So what does this exactly mean? Well, the best part you can take from this is no more betas. Finally, dude. Like, you couldn't even like call these betas, man. Like, a beta test is supposed to be like the secondary test. Like, first you have an alpha test, then a beta test, and I don't know what's next, a Charlie test, a Delta test, I don't know, but like, this is like the 4th or 5th beta test. Like, bro, we've been out of beta. As soon as you start releasing a store and rewards and milestones, I don't classify that as a beta anymore. So it feels like they were really dragging out the whole beta aspect, which was kind of annoying, but we got through it. Now, finally, the real thing is launching. Now, it says as early as this fall. What does that mean exactly? If I had to guess, I would say September for sure. hopefully early September, but who knows. But yeah, I'd say September is a pretty reasonable time to assume when Battlegrounds will be fully launched. Now, it says many additions and fixes. What does that mean exactly? Well, it should mean relics. We should be seeing relics make their appearance into the game. Now, what are relics? And I know some people hear the word relics and they cringe, like, oh no, not relics, man. Okay, let's not jump to any conclusions yet. What I like to do and my mindset is wait till we see it before we judge it. So, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's see how it is, see how it's integrated, and then make our judgments on it. So what are relics going to be? Personally, I don't know a ton. I said very little. But basically what they're going to do is they're going to enhance our champions and grant us that next level of power and by doing it that way, we can maybe stray away from going straight to 7 stars. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want 7 stars, man. I played this game for so long, and I spent so much time amassing a 5-star roster. One of, a very, very good 5-star roster at the time. Had so many of the champions in the game. Had so much, my roster was looking so good. And then they added 6 stars. And then my whole 5-star roster didn't become irrelevant, but it's like, now all those 5-star champions that I got, the ones specifically that I wanted, now I have to get them as 6 stars. So for example, Archangel, I still don't have a 6-star Archangel to this day. And that's so frustrating in Battleground stuff, but I had a 5-star Archangel ages ago, right? But that's one of the champions I didn't get as a 6-star. I don't want to have to do that again and start collecting 7 stars. No, thank you. No, thank you. I've spent a lot of money, a lot of time building up my 6-star roster, and it's finally at a respectable point. I don't want to start chasing 7 stars. No, thank you, man. That does not sound like fun at all to me. I've already done that twice with 5 stars and 6 stars. I don't want to chase another star level. I don't. So relics, I think, can be the perfect segue from 7 stars. Now, I'll give you guys an example of what I think a relic could look like. So for example here, imagine Ghost. What synergy do you want to bring with Ghost usually? Hood or Wasp? Okay. Well, maybe there'll be a relic that you can imbue with one of your champion's synergies, and then when your champion is carrying said relic, I don't know if it'll be like Pokemon, it's like an item and each champion can carry one relic, or maybe they can carry multiple relics, I don't know. But this relic could be imbued with that synergy, so boom, now you can just bring Ghost to a quest, and you have that synergy built into her with this relic. And I think that's what I want to see the most, a relic like that. And there could be all kinds of other relics. There could be a relic to give immunity, to bleed, to poison, to, whatever. There's so much stuff that they could do with these relics, and I'm really excited for it. So I think that's great, and I just can't wait to see the relic system, man. I really can't wait. As far as their fixes go and everything, so now let's talk about a little bit of feedback with this last Battlegrounds beta. I think this beta was by far the absolute worst Battlegrounds beta. Not even close. Not even because of the no nodes, or, well, that was definitely a factor, or because I didn't like the latest meta. That has nothing to do with it. It's the changes they made before this beta even started. Now, what they did was they reduced the defender's attack and health. So it's just a more toned down defender that you have to fight, which is in turn going to make the fight quicker. What they also did was they took away time. It was 2 minutes before, and they shaved 30 seconds off of it to make it 1.5 minutes. Now, I think both of these changes are just absolutely terrible. Garbage. They're literally going the wrong way. They're literally taking just 3 steps backwards, no steps forward with this beta. That's absolutely not at all what I wanted to see. Not at all. If anything, it should be the opposite. I wanted them to increase the timers. 2 minutes felt too short to me. I don't just want Battlegrounds to be a nuke fest. Oh, I killed the defender in 20 seconds, and you killed the defender in 21 seconds, so I win. That is not fun for me. I don't think that shows skill. It shows some skill, but not nearly as much as it could be. I think it takes away a lot of the strategy, and it's just a total nuke fest, and that's not enjoyable to me. And I hate matches that are just so close when you play so perfect, and you still lose, and it's just frustrating, and I don't like to see that, man. We don't need to make Battlegrounds arena competitive arena. That's not what it needs to be. It needs to be its own thing. So I would love to see time be added to the 2 minutes to make it up to 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes, and make the fights longer. The longer the fights, the more time you can slip up, and that shows more skill, in my opinion. Like I said, if it's just a 20-second fight, your window for error is so small, it's not that impressive to me. So those changes, I think, were just absolutely horrible, and I really, really, really hope Kabam fixes that. That's a big thing that they need to change. Also, with scoring, they started this beta off with doing a boneheaded move, and they took away points for health remaining if you time out. And of course, they reverted this change mid-beta because everyone's like, oh, this is stupid, and there's just so many dumb scenarios. Like, there's still this argument going on of, it's just like, it's like black and white with Kabam. It's like either you get full points when you time out, or you get 0 points. The world is not black and white. The world is gray. Black, white, and gray. There's gray areas everywhere. Dude, I think the absolute... I've been saying this for months. The best compromise, if you time out, you forfeit 50% of your attacker health points. That's the way it is in every other facet of the game that is timed. Incursions, Alliance War, Alliance Quest, you name it. If there's a timer and you time out, you lose half your health. It's so logical. Like, I don't understand why that same logic isn't being applied here. It's just black and white, one or the other. Like, no, let's get a compromise going here, man. Maybe everyone won't like it, but compromises aren't for everyone to like. It's for to compromise. You know, when you have two stubborn camps that want it one way or the other, you either do it one way or the other and makes one group happy and the other group pissed, or we can find a compromise and make everyone a little pissed and a little happy. I honestly, I just think that's the best way to go, man. I don't know, I've been saying that for so long. Maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe I've just deluded myself into thinking it's a good idea. I don't know, but I really don't see a better compromise or a better solution. Maybe if you guys do, let me know. That's what I'd like to see. Also, while we're on the topic of scoring, I really think that if you finish with an absurdly high amount of health, let's say like 95% plus, you should get a bonus. And especially if you finish with 100% health, you should get a bonus. Because like I said, that Doom versus Null fight, you know, I was facing an unblockable Null from the start of the fight, and I killed him, and I had full health. Dr. Doom doesn't have any type of regen. I literally didn't get touched the entire fight. Like, I think you should get extra points for playing that well. Honestly, I really do. I think that makes sense. Bonus points for playing really skill. And, you know, that way, it can take some less emphasis away from the nuke fest, from the time. I've also heard some people say that, you know, they should just take more points away from time, and time should be more of a tiebreaker. And it'd be more focused on health remaining and, you know, getting the defender down. So, I don't know. It's an interesting topic with scoring. It's always going to be when they do it this way with points and not just, you know, guaranteed benchmarks for winning. But that's my thoughts on it, guys. I really do love BattleGrounds, and once it actually comes out, I'm going to be going harder, grinding harder on them than ever before, because then it's actually going to be real. Because right now in the betas, I just, like, it's a beta, you know? Like, I've got my milestones, I've gotten all my rewards that I needed. Doesn't really matter if I'm 69th on the leaderboard or 369th. The rewards are the exact same. So, wasn't really a reason to really go hard before, but once it actually comes out, you better believe we're going to be grinding our butts off. That's also why I've been just trying to amass as big of a roster as I can for BattleGrounds. That's been the biggest reason for all my rank ups, for my spending, for just everything I do in the game. It's been focused on making my deck better for BattleGrounds, and I'm very excited for it. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Bit of a announcement talking about when BattleGrounds are coming, bit of my feedback. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of this BattleGrounds beta. Did you think this one was the worst one? Did you think this one was the best one? Did you really like the changes? I I might be totally off base here, but I'm just telling you guys how I personally feel about it and giving you my genuine and honest feedback. So I'm always going to try to do on this channel. Just be straight with you guys. I'm a straight shooter. Let's get to it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like. If so, subscribe to see more Battlegrounds content. We're going to be pushing as high as we can possibly go. And once we hit 100k subs, we're going to be eating the world's hottest gummy bear. And man, I realized this thing is 9 million Scovilles. It's going to be so hot. But yeah, it's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Peace out.